FBI that they could get out of him was that Jarrett flirted with one of the girlfriends, Brandon's girlfriend, and it turned into like a 2-against-1. They knocked him out. They, at some point, even said something about they even checked his pulse, and they had a pulse, so they left him there. But somehow his body ended up in Wahoo Bay, Fort Gibson Lake. And so for 5 days, we searched for him because their story was he was highly drunk and intoxicated, and he must have just taken off, wandering off in the woods over there. Well, we found a shoe, and we found a jacket, which they probably put there because they were trying to make us think that he walked off in the woods. But we searched high and low, and then 5 days later, his body's recovered from the lake, like 26 feet out.
But their stories match, so they can't.
Well, it's brother-sister and boyfriend-girlfriend, so they all stuck together. And they said, yeah, they admitted to having a little push-shove fight going on, but when they left him there,
knocked out in push-shove fights.
Yeah, when they left him there, he was fine.
Even though they checked his pulse.
And then they checked his pulse. He had a pulse, so they left him there. And they left the campsite.
And he had rode with them down there, didn't he?
He did. He rode
Was
with
there any
Brandon.
indications on his body of more than just?
Well, 5 days in the lake, they tell you can't really count on
tell what
was what. My husband viewed his body, and he was like, he could tell. In his opinion, he's been in several fights, like he says. When he was growing up, he says the kid was in a fight. But their story is they punched, pushed around, shoved, knocked him out. He had a pulse, so he was okay. So they leave. They tell us when I start calling them, they don't come and get any authority saying, hey, there's a kid over there in trouble. They don't come to my house, no, nothing. I start calling Sunday morning.
They just run off and hope the whole thing goes away.
Yeah.
He said call him, because he didn't have regular hours. If he needed to run to town and get something, he did. So he had his wife call and tell my dad that he was coming. So he got there just a few minutes later, and he found my dad. So we know about the time.
Did they want money? Is that what?
Well, they stole his wallet.
That's all?
Yeah.
He probably didn't have much cash on him, did he?
Well,
or did he?
Not enough to kill him for, I would
No, but I'm just saying.
yeah. And, people have told us that it was probably someone that my dad knew. Now, they did find a crowbar near his body, like he saw it coming and, went to defend himself.
Yeah.
Do you have